Good evening and welcome once again to the Whiskey Cowboy Live. Today's date is December 13th, 2023. It is a Wednesday. I hope everyone's week is doing good, going well, is going fine. We got some folks that have joined the show already. Go ahead and type up and say hello. Hopefully tonight's show will be better. My voice is a little off. Sunday show had to be terminated. My system had a shit ton of problems. I think it was a bad update. I think I've got that straightened out. Laurel and Judy. Hi there and howdy, Cowboy. Hello. Welcome to the show tonight. Oh, my goodness. Let me know how the signal is on your end, whether the volume is fine, whether the video is fine. Oh. Nose itches. I turned on the fan. Let's turn that off. Yeah, I just had to clean up a mess on MeWe. Somebody had contacted me. I don't... Okay, thank you. I don't correspond on MeWe. I mirror some of my content there. And back a couple weeks ago, I guess somebody sent me a message and they're like, "Hey, do you think that America needs to bring back manhood and blah 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 blah?" Like, yeah. So I wrote back a couple days ago the message. I'm like, yeah. I said yes. So I just got in a message today back from this jackwagon. Guess he's a member of the Klan. Oh, I know it would take it takes something going on in your life, and it takes a lot of effort to contact what's going on, what did you want to change, and all this other shit. I'm like, and he started talking about the Klan, and I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I went to his page, and it's all a Klan's page. It's like, oh, I don't think so. So get the fuck out of here. I blocked his ass. It's like, no. Sorry, Charlie. Yeah. It's not. No. No, the cowboy is not a Klansman or wants to be a Klansman, nor agrees with the basic philosophies of the Klan. Now, that being said, any group you can find any similarities, but it's like, no, you guys are like, no, get the fuck out of here. Jesus. Tonight's coffee is butter pecan from New England brand coffee. And we're about out. We got to go pick up some more. Man, my voice is just, I don't know what the hell. It was doing fine earlier today. Really phlegmy though for the last few days. I don't know what the issue is, whether it's the weather. We've been like warm and cold and warm and cold and warm and cold. And it might be it. But the girls are doing fine. They're loving it. I put up a new video with the girls. The other day. If folks would like me to run it live here on the show, not run it live. You would like to redo it on the show here, we can do it. But let's see here. Judy says it was a great video. It was, I was like, okay, I went out there and that was all cell phone. I got my cell phone and took it. I'm like, well, what kind of music? They were really, they were boisterous. They were talking away. It's like, well, what kind of music? What kind of music do we need? And And it's like, okay, this will do it. Yeah, let's go ahead and let's see if we can play that for folks. And this, as well as similar content, will be found on my other YouTube channel, The Whiskey Cowboy Life. Oh, look at that. It's not even, okay, let's pull this up here. There we go. Why do we have no sound? Oh, because I turned it off. Our funky gals. Oh my goodness. They certainly are very entertaining, and they are full of beans lately. It's probably the weather changes as well. Yeah, and I posted up a video of me in the office, in the studio. Judy says the older they get, the cuter they get. Yeah, they're full, a lot of personality, definitely a lot of personality. Again, big and fluffy. Big and fluffy. Very talkative, very friendly. Goofy gals. I call them my goofy gals. My goofy gals. It's really Grammy's girls, but my goofy gals. Now we'll see. Hey, see, we're doing good. This is about where it would, the computer locked up the last time for the second try for the show. And we're doing good. We're doing good. Good coffee. I had steak and tater tots and asparagus for dinner. Beer. Simple dinner. Okay, what else we got going on here? We've got you see my huge payment from Meta. Got notified of it. They sent me the payment invoice. It's a reverse invoice. Last month for the Creators Bonus program. I made $1.40. Creators Bonus. Now, this program is for creators, and what they're supposed to do is they give you incentives. They go, we're going to pay you X amount. Think of it like monetization. They're monetizing your content. Yeah, Laurel says that was a joke. And I wish it was. I wish it was a joke. So they send you all this information. They say, okay, this is how much we're going to monetize you. This is what you can get. You can, I think you can get up to $50,000 a month or something like that off of their program. It's huge. It's huge. I'd have to go back and look. I think it's something like $50,000 a month that you can make off of it. So they encourage you to make more content and be seen by people. So every time your content is seen, that you get paid for it. Yeah, they left off quite a few zeros. Yeah, I'd say. So I'm like, yeah, what the hell? I'll go ahead and do this. But they've been throttling my content. Like I said, before they started throttling my content, I was getting 5.5 million reach per day. Okay. That's not views. That's how many people you reached. So in other words, if one person had 10 things that they saw, it's one reach because it's one reach of that account. So I was touching 5.5 million accounts a day. Now I'm making just over 10,000 in reach last month. From 5.5 million a day to just over 10,000 a month. They is fucking me. and they're doing so quite vigorously. My rear has been vigorously fucked by Facebook. Yeah. So that's why, yeah, $1.40 for their creators bonus program. That's why I tell people you want to help support the content. There's links underneath the show here, and there's pinned posts on my Facebook page that can tell you exactly how you can help support my content. And you do that, you can either do it directly or by sharing and posting and commenting. All of that helps the algorithms. Or you can give me stars on Facebook. Facebook gets a cut of them, but I think my last stars payment for a year was like $12.50, because not too many people were giving me stars. But yeah, there's links in the description if you would like to help support the content. Go ahead and do that. If you're on Facebook, look for my pinned content on my page, and there's ways to give there. Yeah, Laurel says they don't like the truth. No, they don't. If you are of the wrong social or political persuasion or religious persuasion, I'm a triple threat. I'm a guy, I'm a conservative Christian. So there you go. Excuse me. Coffee. So yeah, it's an uphill battle. They had finally taken off my throttling this summer, and that's when things shot through the roof. It's like, holy shit, I was getting 1,000 followers a day. New. Like, holy shit. And that was just from them putting 5.5 million in reach. Follower count was going up. Interaction on my page was fantastic. Why? Because they stopped throttling me. They actually allowed their algorithms to put my content out where because what they do is if they look for like, and then they put it in your general feeds. So people were seeing me. Not anymore. And there's some people that get all of my content. Very few. I could probably count on one hand the people that are getting all of my content. I've got over 7,000 followers on Facebook. I mean, that's not much, but that's over 7,000. And only less than a handful are getting all of it. Some are getting one a day. Some aren't getting one every 2 weeks. Some haven't got my content in months. 7,000. I've gone over the math with you guys before, both here and on Facebook, and it's like, nah, there's something wrong here. Again, just leave people alone. If somebody wants to follow the content and they go, I want to see this, put it in their fucking feed. That's what you're there for. You're not supposed to be throttling and doling out and figuring out who gets what, and even if they want this, they can only get a little bit of it. It's not their job. It's not their job. Gus says he gets mostly everything. Yeah, Gus is one of the handfuls. Welcome to the show, Gus. But most people, nah. The missus, she gets zero. Has never gotten anything. Never. She gets zero. And I got other people like that. It's like, yeah, I check my settings. You're in the favorite. Send me this shit. Not just follow, but this is my favorites. Nada. And that's not Facebook's it's not Facebook's job to do that shit. Can you imagine turning on your TV and going, I want to watch X channel? Well, not X channel. Channel A. And then let's say you're using Comcast. And Comcast goes, no, we don't want you to watch Channel A. Or, yeah, you can get Channel A, but you're only going to get 3 shows a day, even though they've got 24-hour programming. Yeah, you're only going to get 3. It's like, no, it's let people decide what they want to watch and then let them watch it. Wednesday. Man, I don't know why. It does not feel like a Wednesday. It doesn't feel like a Wednesday. I don't know what it feels like. I think the weather. Weather's been all screwy. But we'll get through it. Okay, so yeah, my big, I thought yesterday was, it's been a weird week. I think Sunday threw me off too, because it was like, okay, we talked to Monday. Yeah, I talked to my brother Monday, and he thought it was Tuesday. It was like, no, it's Monday. Did you get any snow a little while ago? Not that I saw. It may have spit. Nothing stayed on the ground. And I'm not generally looking outside. That's what Gus asked. Why, did you get some up there? Up your way? I presume you got a little bit of snow up your way. But so yeah, I'll keep putting out content. But you probably noticed a switch. I'm doing more of the shit that I want to do. More me stuff. I still hit the news and the politics and social stuff, and that's fine. But trying to get a little more me in, because you know what? If people aren't going to be paying my bills, try to enjoy some me time. Been checking out the snowmobiles on YouTube. Boy, I get some good ones out there now. I don't think there is such thing as a bad snowmobile anymore. Judy said we had the late 60s today. It's 50 right now. Stop it, Judy. Gus said we got about an inch, maybe 2. It's just, I was just out blowing it. Wow. Yeah, we have, no, none here. Really weird. It's a weird weather pattern. Also, because I am south of Concord. Gus is just north of Concord. And sometimes our weather conditions are just totally different. It's just the way the weather rolls through. Oh, snowmobiles. Yeah. Yeah. I've never had one. I'd like one. Oh, got to be an Arctic cat. But man. Skidoo's got some good. Polaris over the past years have been pretty good too. But Skidoo now. Oh my goodness. They got a, they call it a, the hell is it? It's the, Explorer 900 Turbo. What is that called? Help me out. Help me, Rhonda. Help me, Rhonda. Let me see here. Switch accounts over here and see, because I know I've been watching them on this other one. So, oh, stop it. I don't need that. Expedition, not the Skidoo Expedition 900 Turbo. They cost too much now. Everything costs too much now. Oh man, they're good. They're good. You're going to buy a new one. You're looking at anywhere, between 16 and 25, somewhere in there. I mean, you can start out 13. Well, side by side, the side by side, and even the standard ATVs. Boy, they're good. What? 9 for nothing, 12 or 13 for a decent one. Gus says, I'm a cat man. Yeah, I'd like the, I've always just because, and it's been the king of the hill, would like a Thundercat. Oh yes. I'd like that just for trail buzzing. But for all other stuff, man, that Skidoo Expedition 900 is, she's sweet. Got extra wide. I think it's like a 20-inch track on it. Oh, it's 185 horse. 7 to 12. Yeah, but that ain't right. Those aren't the top models though. Those aren't the top models here. Let's see how much a Thundercat. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's 22 grand right there for the Thundercat. So I was about in the ballpark. No, you don't have to go that high. You don't have to. You can go with like a 600 series or something like that. It doesn't have to have all the bells and whistles, which is still a shit ton better than it was, 40 years ago. Laurel says, I'll assure you, we're using a leaf blower for that. Yeah. I still got my son's leaf blower. He dropped it off here some years ago. Gus says, how'd you guess it was fun? Yeah, I was just blowing it. Right. Oh, yeah, see, it could have been, me, I got the snow blower, but, leaf blower. I'm not a leaf guy, so, I mean, we used it one season for a little bit of stuff, but, not a big leaf guy. But yeah. Oh, man, my nose. Now, how much is that? The 2024 900 Turbo R. Okay, the 900 SE. See, I'd want the LE. If it's a kind of luxury, I'll take the luxury one. The SE is coming in right at 20 grand. All right, here's one for 19 grand. Laurel says, doesn't have a doesn't have a heated seat. I'm not sure. Most all the ones, if they don't come with a heated seat, you can get one. Gus says, I have 5 sleds in my shed. Newest is 2002. Yeah, I keep saying that. I keep forgetting that you got sleds over there. If I ever get the itch, I got to go, hey, Gus, let's go for a ride. I don't know why you still don't use them. Get out there, Gus. Turbo R. Let's try the features for. See if the Turbo R has a heated seat. I'll bet you the LE has it. Well, it says if you take care of them, you don't abuse them. They'll last. Well, sure, that's with anything. That's with anything. They'll last quite a long time. Yeah, and you can get heated seats. They've got heated seats you can get for $600 and put them on damn near any snowmobile. Yeah, and even the Expedition Extreme has heated passenger grips and all sorts of good stuff there. Yeah, so you think of like a standard touring model, but do it more. It's a cross between touring and work. No, 600 isn't bad for a heated seat. You pretty much drop in too. You don't have to do anything. But yeah, I'd like 2 of them. I'd like that one, the big one. Because then you got the rack system in the back, so you can use it for utility and you can pull shit and stuff like that. But if you're just going out on the trail, you just go, oh yeah, get that Thundercat. I can't ride anymore, really. I don't think any of them would run without work. I don't know why you can't ride anymore. I think we went over that, but I don't remember why you couldn't ride. It's like, oh, Gus. Hey, old Ryan. Welcome to the show. We is up and running. I wonder if our young fellers from Oh Your Hips. Yeah, that's it, yeah. I'll tell you what, Gus. Get a sled thing for the back of it, and I'll take you for a ride. You get one running, you can get in the back, and I'll pull you around. Laura says, how gummed up is the gas? And probably pretty. Let's see here. We're gonna try this. See whether it's really Donna. Because if it isn't, she's gonna be blocked. Because I didn't see her join in chat and say she was in. That's okay. We can take care of that fast enough. If it isn't. Now you got 2 strokes there. And you got 4 strokes. I'd prefer a 4-stroke. It's better gas mileage. I'm at the age right now. They'll go plenty fast enough in the gas mileage and ease of use on the 4 strokes. Gus says they're all dry. There's some national parks. I think Yellowstone doesn't allow 2 strokes anymore. If my memory serves me right, I think you got to have a 4-stroke to ride in Yellowstone. No, I was right. Yellowstone only allows 4 strokes in the park. Although two strokes have gotten a lot better. They've gotten a lot better, but four strokes are cleaner and they're more efficient. Heavier. So if you want just speed and you don't care about anything, you get a two-stroke and that's fine. I'm a big guy anyway, so I don't give a I think it was a big machine. I'm not out there to win races. I just want to go where I want to go. Let's see if I can find a picture of that machine for you guys, the Expedition. Oops, Turbo 6 Turbo R. Oh, one's a four-stroke and the rest are twos. Here we go. I'll get a picture for you folks. Oh, she's pretty right here. Look at that. That's branded Yamaha. That ain't the right one. That ain't the right one. Let's see what we got here. Says it's an Expedition. That was said Yamaha on it.
Does John Deere still make snowmobiles?
John Deere snowmobiles? I'm not sure. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ski-Doo. That is one sharp looking.
Most we had were like Arctic cats.
Yeah, Northeast is a big cat. Big cat following.
But in the area I was in, we had a lot of John Deeres because I worked for a big John Deere dealership there. And so there was a lot of them.
John Deere snowmobile. There to go.
Hit images. There you go.
Yeah, you're behind. You're behind me. Remember the lag. Yeah, not a big John Deere snowmobile following up here. Arctic Cat, yeah.
Yeah, well, cats are everywhere.
It says JD has not made a sled since the 70s. That's why they're not around here.
Oh, okay. That's why. Yeah,
These are all old. I'm trying to find a new one. It's like, no, these are all.
Is Polaris still?
Oh, hell yes. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know because we don't get
Polaris. Polaris, the last 5 years, they've been knocking it out of the park with some of their trail rides. And then you've got, like I said, Arctic Cat. They're always up there. And the fastest out of the box is always the Arctic Cat Thundercat. It's always the fastest on the ice.
I haven't followed them in 30 years, so.
And then BRP.
What's BRP?
BRP. They make the Can-Ams. Can-Am and BRP are the same company.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. Here's some BRPs. I need some Lynx. Lynx is another Canadian company now. They got coming out with them.
Oh, those are weird looking, aren't they?
Which ones? All up there? No, they look like standard snowmobiles.
Yeah, that one. You're lagging on me, so I'm.
Yeah, sharp looking sleds. There's a nice BRP right there. Ski-Doo, BRP.
Yeah, Ski-Doo.
So, okay,
Yeah.
Ski-Doo and BRP. Oh, Ski-Doo and BRP are the same. Yamaha and, was it Yamaha and Ski-Doo share the same engine? That's why
Well,
and they
somebody must
share the
have bought
same
Ski-Doo
looks.
then.
What's that?
Did somebody buy out Ski-Doo? Because they were a brand of their own, weren't they?
No, they are, but they're cross owned. Everybody's cross owned now. Well, except for Arctic Cat. Yamaha's getting out. They're getting out of the game. Which is funny because I believe that Ski-Doo and BRP were using the Yamaha engines, weren't they? Gus, correct me if I'm wrong. There are only 3 companies that make sleds. Well, no, there's more than 3. There's there's a Nordic company that jumped in the game not too long ago. They've been around a while, but now they're selling in the they're selling in North America. So Canada and the United States.
God, I would think there'd be more than 3.
Yeah, there's three major, and then there's a bunch of offshoots. I think Lynx. Who is Lynx? Lynx. He said that's a cat. No, there's a. Arctic Cat does make a Lynx, but this is a cat. Let's see here. LYNX Lynx Snowmobile. Let's go here. I don't know why I'm not going to go to all. There we go.
That's an odd dog.
Lynx is Europe's best-selling snowmobile brand. It arrives in North America featuring high-end performance snowmobiles with clean Rotax engines. It's a Finnish. So, yeah, there's a Finnish company. It makes Lynx. BRP World, which is funny. They must have a lot of them. Like I said, a lot of them share. A lot of them were using. A couple of the brands were using Yamaha engines. Yeah, there's some different way that the Lynx builds their rides. Something that different suspension system and stuff like that. It's supposed to be really good. Gus says you don't see any other brands. Yeah, you normally don't. Like I said, I think Lynx is the newest in North America that you see. So you have Yamaha, but I think this may be their last year. They're getting out. Yamaha, Ski-Doo, BRP, Arctic Cat, Polaris. But like I said, some of those there's a partnership between BRP, Yamaha, and Ski-Doo. So it's different brand. It's the same damn machines. They share technologies. Did I miss any, Gus? Polaris, Arctic Cat, Ski-Doo, BRP, Yamaha. Now Lynx is coming in. Yeah, if you haven't checked out Lynx, go ahead and check out Lynx. Gus, go on YouTube and give them a look. Pretty impressive rides. And do folks know where snowmobiles first came from? Gus knows. Shh. You discussed this. New Hampshire.
Really? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. They were invented in New Hampshire. They got 50 billion, not 50 billion. They got a lot. They got a lot of snowmobile museums up here. But yeah, they're a New Hampshire thing. Gus, here's it. Let's see if Gus wants to come in. There's the Gus. There we go. I hear his mic.
Yeah, I couldn't get rid of stuff. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Can you hear me now? I can.
Yeah. The three major companies are Polaris, Skidoo, and Arctic Cat. There's a lot of they tried to put out some different ones, but they're not making any money off because nobody wants to buy them. And a lot of your like the companies in Europe and stuff like that, they're all, it's either Arctic Cat or Skidoo, and over there they just run under a different company. Skidoo is one of the biggest snowmobile manufacturers in the world, and their whole suspension system and stuff like that, they came up with, they're the model. They came up with everything.
Yeah, but they're BRP and Yamaha as well. They trade tech, right?
No.
I think Skidoo.
Well, Skidoo and BRP are the same damn company, Gus.
Yeah,
yeah, they're the same company.
But they try to. That's what I just got done saying.
Right, and I believe that they were using Yamaha engines.
No, oh no,
Kawasaki. I don't think Yamaha got into it till later, did they?
Yamaha's been in it since the '60s. Back in the late '60s and '70s, there was like 50 Skidoo makers.
Wow.
Okay, let's see here. There was actually Arctic Cat is now buying Yamaha engines as of 2023. But Yamaha is getting out of the market in 2025. I could have swear that BRP was using Yamaha engines as well. There's because you could tell by the architecture of their sleds that it was BRP.
Every one of my sleds except for one has a Kawasaki engine in it, and they're out of Cats. My 4-stroke it's a Korean car engine in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's 50 something horse or something like that. But it's a 4-stroke. It's not the turbo. They didn't have the turbo in that year. They came out with the 4-stroke turbos after that. But see, the one thing that a lot of people don't, you get these 100 horsepower sleds, there's a speed limit, and they're useless. Because you go out on the trails and the fish cops are out there and they shoot you with radar. So if you're going over 45, on a lot of trails, it's only 30 miles an hour. And if you're doing over the speed limit and they get you, they write you for a speeding ticket. And lakes are, I want to say they're 45 now.
Right, and unless you're in a place where it's all your land or you're racing, yeah, it's not usable speed.
No. It's
trying to find it. No, say that Skidoo are using their own. God, who the hell was using Yamaha?
I don't know. Yamaha's a piece of crap.
Well, you say that. I beg to differ with you. You may go back 20 years. Lately, there's ain't none of them put out crap.
Oh yeah, they do. You just don't talk to enough of people. I'm still very heavily into it, even though I don't ride. I'm still on all the forums, and I got many friends that have them. And They all have their issues.
Mm.
It doesn't matter whether it's a Cat, Skidoo, or a Polaris. For a while, Polaris made pieces of crap. For a while, Skidoos made pieces of crap.
Well, yeah, it depends. But yeah, it depends upon what years you're making. What
Yeah.
they have good years and bad years. That's not what I was talking about. I'm talking about like right now. If you went out 2024 and bought a machine, most of the bugs are all worked out.
They're always coming up with new models and new features on them.
Yeah.
They release them in the spring out in Minnesota.
But you're right, Gus. You're right, Gus. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I don't spend a lot of time online, and I don't look at the information and read up about the new models and stuff like that. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, well, no, you did say that. Think about it, Gus.
Well, I'm just making a statement that all their stuff now, they're all relatively good sleds. The problem being is it's all people's opinions.
And if you maintain them, if you abuse them.
Oh, yeah.
Whether you're going to mod them, you want to fuck up a sled, go ahead and think that you're Mr. Tuner and just start doing a bunch of shit.
A lot of people do it.
Right, yeah.
They put pipes on them and stuff like that, and then the fish cops come after them for being too loud.
Yeah, I don't get that anyways, because the same way with motorcycles. It's like, I don't want to hear that shit. If I'm out there, I just want to tootle.
Yeah. Well,
it's like two strokes. They've come a long way. Two strokes have come a long way.
Oh, yeah, they have. The biggest reason that a lot of these things are on there is the landowners. Because 90% to 95% of all trails are all privately owned land that people drive on.
Right.
And you get a lot of people like, the trail came by my house for years and years and years, and you get these yahoos that come by at 1 o'clock in the morning and they're burping through. I don't like it. I could stop them really quick. And that's what they do.
Oh, and for people's education, in New Hampshire, it's not a free boondock state. Like, I believe Maine you can. I'm not so sure about Vermont, but I know Maine you can.
Maine, you can.
Stay on the trails in New Hampshire. Unless you own the property, stay on the trail. Places like Maine, if you see a field, you can go boondocking in the field.
Unless it's marked.
Unless it's marked, right. But in general, in New Hampshire, no, stay on the trail. And be mindful, because as Gus pointed out, a lot of the trails go through private property. Not all do, but a lot of them do. Stay on the trail. Be respectful. Don't leave crap. Don't be a jackwagon.
I always get a crack out of all the people that go up north and they rent sleds, and they'll rent them and then they crash them because they don't know how to drive them.
Yeah.
I used to hate riding on the weekends because that's when everybody went up. We used to love to go up and ride during the midweek, and we had everything wide open to yourself.
Yeah. I haven't ridden since I was a late teen, but yeah, it's not like people forget about inertia. They forget that you're steering on skis. It's not the same as brakes don't work the same. I mean, brakes have gotten better as well, but they don't work the same. It's not like you're just out there it's not an ATV on the snow. They're a different beast.
Well, Judy asked if they're anything like riding a four-wheeler. They're not.
No. Yeah. And you've got acceleration, you've got deceleration, you've got the way they go around corners. Again, depending upon your sled, it can be very good, but it's not the same. I'm trying to think. Yeah, like an ATV, you turn the wheels and it goes. With a sled, sometimes it goes. Sometimes it doesn't go. Sometimes it goes slower than other. What skis, and then what do they call those? You put the
Eggs.
what's that?
The skegs, and if your track is picked.
Yeah, what do you call those? The metal.
Skegs.
Is that a skeg that you put in the in the front skis?
Yeah, they're nowadays they usually run them in carbide.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, and they're like carbide. They're basically like a
Like
a night skate that they put. They run in the skis.
Yeah, the technical term for them is a skeg.
Mm.
And then they run them with carbides, and for different uses they put like carbides every inch or every 3 inches, or they put it only in the middle. It's all depends on what you're doing.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes they're single, sometimes they're double. I'm looking at one right here. It's a is that 2? Yeah, this is a 2, but it's not full length. It's done in 2 sections.
Yep.
Oh, excuse me.
Because that's when I used to race sleds. That was, we had to pick and we put carbides on it. So because you're riding on ice, glare ice, and it, we used to take the corners at 65 miles an hour, and you just lean over and you're right around. I used to race. That was pretty fun.
Yeah, and a skeg in a boat is just the little thing that comes down in the back. Does the same thing. It helps you through the water. It helps you keep on track.
Yeah, just like on skis.
Yeah. Yeah, your cutting edge on the skis. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the cutting eggs. It's like, I didn't know I had a skeg on a ski. Now you use the edge.
Yeah.
I think your maneuverability would depend on your base, wouldn't it? I mean, whether it's ice or
right.
hard
Yeah,
pack.
that's what Gus was saying. If you're running on ice, you want probably a narrower, maybe a single skeg. If you're running on a trail that's hard pack, a double skeg would probably work pretty good. If you're running in the soft, the deep, the fluffy, like the mountain sledding, not as useful because the way you're using the machine is different.
Your skis, when you're running, if you're running a mountain sled, you're running a paddle track, so you probably got 3 to 4 inch paddles in the back. Your skis never actually physically touch. You're lean back and you're paddling and you lean. That's how you turn.
Yeah, and you're doing a lot of side hilling too, which means you're not even the machine's not even flat. It's up on edge.
Yeah, the skis
and you're almost laying into the hill.
Yeah, the skis never touch
unless you're going slow. You're getting off the trail.
Then you're plowing.
Yeah. Then you're plowing, right? And then you would need because you want fluffier snow. You want the fluff. And then you want a lot of like the same way with the expeditions, they use wider. If it's a dual purpose trail and off trail, I tend to see them with wider skis on them, and then skeg according to the amount of on or off that you're doing. But yeah, mountains, that's totally different.
So how does the braking system work on us?
Depends upon the machine.
It's off your clutch which powers your track.
Yeah.
Okay, so that hasn't changed that much then.
No, but I think there's two systems that they use.
Yeah,
one's an upper and one's a lower.
Gravity and weight, pretty much.
Your drive sprocket has like a disc brake setup on it, and a lot of them, they used to be cable driven, but now they're all hydraulic. Just like on a car. You got brake pads and they squeeze together on like that rotor, and then that's how they stop it. But your sled still slides.
Right.
I'm trying to see here because, like I said, too, they've got a upper and a lower. One's closer to the engine and one's closer to your drive sprocket or some shit like that. They got two main places that they're running the brakes on them. I'm not an engineer. I did happen to see. I did stay at the Motel 6
Holiday Inn.
At the Holiday Inn. No, I saw a because all of the snowmobile videos are coming out again because it's the season, and they went over it 2 different brake systems. Who is doing it? Is it ski tracks or what are the snowmobile reviewing channels on YouTube, Gus?
I don't know.
I think it's Snow Tracks TV. Yeah, Snow Tracks TV. They're hitting it big, and there's 2 of them. I believe they're both out of Canada, but I could be wrong.
Oh.
Snowmobile.
Wisconsin and Michigan they're pretty big in that. That's where most all your big races are. Snowmobile races.
Sea Boys TV, never seen those. The Racing Channel, haven't seen that. Mr. Boost, always a private thing. There's Snow Tracks.
I don't know if Snowgoer is still doing it.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That used to be a magazine, Snowgoer. I don't know what they're doing now.
There's a lot of individual channels. It looks like Snow Tracks is about taking the dominant spot. Right now, I'm going through. Yeah. And they were going over the braking system because some people are like, these brakes suck. And others like, no, the brakes are fine. It's like, I don't know. Do not know. Snowmobile in the sand dunes. Yeah. You just kind of, it's just not wet, not wet snow. It's just sand.
You want to watch something that's fascinating, go watch the water runs.
Yeah, I've seen those, and we were talking about it, the snowmobile races, and in the fall they wet the fields where the grass is. They wet it, and then they just do the drag racing on the grass.
Yeah, the grass drags down in I can't think of the name of all I can think of is Lee, but it's not. It's here every year too. They've been doing it for years. They've got the regular grass drags, and then they've got a pond that they run on there. They race on a pond.
Let's go here.
Watercross. It's called Watercross, I think.
Yeah.
Go here. New Hampshire.
I've been there, went down there, I don't know, for years and watched them run. It's pretty amazing.
Fremont.
Yeah. Fremont grass drags.
Yep. That was October 6th this last year.
They run it every year.
Yep.
It's cool. There's thousands of people go there.
And they got plenty of just regular races. I'm trying to think of whether it was I think out by Epping. Does Epping run a race every year?
I don't know. I've watched.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I've watched some snowmobile drag racings at Epping. That's pretty wild. Nitro fired snowmobiles. They'll do 180 miles an hour down the track.
Fuck that. They can have at it. No, thank you.
Well, it's like the grass drags that they run down there. Some of those guys will do 140 miles an hour.
Wow. Speaking of 180 mile an hour, I guess they're going to discontinue The Challengers again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
My
Dodges?
brother-in-law's got one.
You're talking about the Dodges?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this is last. Give them a few years. Yes, this is the last
they'll
year for a
back.
while. Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Again.
just, I think it's kind of like a fad that comes in. It's kind of like they were all brought back, these names from.
That was a Charger, though, right? The Challenger.
No,
Challenger's
Challenger.
is a 4-door
No, Challengers are 2-door.
2 doors.
versus Challenger. Charger versus Challenger. We got here. Which one is the?
The past
Which
one
one
is
the? The hell is it? The Demon, the Dodge Demon. Is that a Challenger or a Charger?
God, I can't remember.
Look it up.
I am. I'm running it up. I think it's a Charger. Yeah. Dodge Charger, Hellcat, Red Eye, Demon. It's a Charger.
Yeah, if I think for a year or so, maybe 2 years, the Hellcat was one of the fastest factory production cars there were.
Yeah, in a straight line. They're boxers. They're bricks, man. It's fucking bricks. They're using the same engine in the TRX though, but I believe that the TRX is 15 to 30 horsepower less, something like that. Has to do with the airbox and how everything has to fit in it, but it's the same engine. That's way too much. It's like, Dodge and Ford going back and forth with their trucks, and it's like,
yeah,
what the hell are you going to do with that?
Yeah,
you're getting nine miles to the gallon. Period. That's doesn't matter whether you're going balls to the wall or whether or not you're babying it. It's like, and then what are you going to do with it?
Yeah, nothing.
Nothing. It's
70 miles an hour is the speed limit.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
Well, you can get there fast, but it's like, no, I'm to the point now, it's just miles per gallon. Does it get me where I need to go at the speeds that I want to go there? And can I not spend,
Right.
$70-$90 at the pump every 2 hours? No.
That's why my truck sits at home and the Explorer goes 90% of the time.
Yeah, but your truck does what it's supposed to do.
It does.
Yeah, it's there when you need it.
It is. When it's not rusty.
Yeah, take it out and make sure your brakes aren't sticking and stuff. Get out there and run it there, Gus.
Yep.
Yeah, Charger versus Challenger. Let's go images here.
Challenger SRT Hellcat.
Well, see, there's a 4-door version.
Well, both of them have a Hellcat.
Yeah, because the Hellcat's just the engine. But I believe the Demon, Red Eye, and I think there's one that has like Demon, Red Eye, Bandit, or some shit. They got like three. It's the top of the line. It's got like 3 different names. Yeah, I'm looking at the 2 of them. The Challenger is the more sleekish looking, and it's shown right here, and it has a 4-door version. I don't think the Charger has a 4-door version.
I don't know. They don't.
I know one of them's got a 4-door. I know his. I have a hell of a time getting in and out of it.
I'm like John. No, it doesn't really interest me anymore. I don't know.
Yeah, here we go right here. Here's a copy of. Here we go. It's not even up there. Here we go. Internet on. Here's two of them. You can see this is and see the front end. This is boxier on the right. That's the Charger. The Challenger is on the left.
Yeah,
and it's got a sleeker front end. And most all of the Challengers I've seen are 4 doors, but I don't see why they would.
Now the Charger has the 4 doors.
No, right there. The Charger's on the right. The Challenger's on the left. The one on the left has 4 doors. The one on the right has 2 doors. The one on the right is a Challenger.
Right. Correct.
Right. Let's see here. Okay, here's another picture. Let's see here. Yeah, and see this is going the same way. This is reverse. This is this is a Charger on here and a Challenger here. And see, they're reversed on this one.
Yeah.
Maybe you can get them both in. In 4 and 2. 4 and 2 and 4 and 2. See what we got here. And this one isn't freaking. Yeah, and see, this has got them switched too, because the front ends are different. This is the Charger has the oval in the front, and the Challenger has the more modern looking front end. That's weird. I think some of these people got their images wrong. See, and here we go again. Watch this. We'll go to freaking Dodge. Dodge's website. Let's find out here. Let's see what they've got here. Okay, Dodge Muscle. Here we go. Dodge Muscle right here. Let's see what Dodge has to say about it. Never lift. There we go. Super B. Oh, Super B.
Oh, God, I remember those.
Look at that. I didn't know they got the Super B back. Dodge Charger Super B. Dodge Challenger Shakedown Special Edition. Wide body, no thank you, close. Wide body. Daytona. Here we go. This is the Challenger. Okay, and see this one. Okay, this is a Challenger. The new ones have the 23. They've got the oval front. And the Charger has the reversed. Okay, so I got them flipped backwards. And this one has a double snorkel on the front. And it's got a single Scooby Dooby. I always thought the snorkels were good. Who did they don't make them anymore. Super Select. Help me out, folks.
What are you talking about?
The type of car.
Yeah, Ford, Dodge.
I think it's is it a Plymouth?
Petty.
My sister-in-law had one.
Yeah, Petty ran them. Richard Petty ran them with the scoop on the front. I can't remember what.
Yeah, but there's a
yeah, it was a model though. I know. I can't think of it off the top of my head.
There's a Pontiac. I think it was I think.
You're not talking about the GTO, are you?
No. No, I'm talking about it's a new model.
Oh, new one. Yeah.
Old name, but they don't make it anymore.
Roadrunner?
No, I'll find it in a second.
Didn't the Challenger have a scoop on it for quite a while?
Yeah, it may have had.
I don't know if it was functional. I think it was just manufactured in the hood, but I don't.
There was a Superbird, a Barracuda GTX.
Yeah, he's talking more modern.
Yeah.
And I got no clue.
I don't know if it was a Grand Am or no. It's just, goddamn, it's gonna annoy the shit out of me. Was it a? Try to get it.
I was never a really big Mopar fan anyway, so.
But they had them. See, these Grand Ams have a double nose scoopy on them as well. I always thought it looked pretty cool.
Yeah.
God, what the fuck are they called? I think it was a Pontiac.
The only thing I can think of in Pontiac was that GTO.
The Grand Am. Could have been a Grand Am. Firebird. Could have been
Judge.
Firebird, too.
But
That's a GTO Judge. Yeah, that was, what, 70?
Yeah, that was in the 70s, I would think.
Yeah, it's just like the Firebird and the Trans Am before they stopped.
Well, Firebird was a Trans Am.
Yes.
Wasn't it?
Yes, I believe it was the top trim level.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Trans Am was the top trim. I had a Trans Am.
Yeah. But yeah, here we go. Here's a good picture of it right there. See, they got the double nostrils on it. Yeah, this is back before they stopped production.
Well, and then they came out with the Can-Am or
the what? Can-Am? The Can-Am is from BRP. It's a BRP and Can-Am is the same company. They're out of Canada. I thought that's why. I thought that Can-Am was using Yamaha. I think because it's Can-Am and then BRP.
Found it.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Oh.
What'd you find?
She just was showing me a video of a bear running across the ski resort, and people were
Lake Tahoe.
And people almost hit it on skis.
Oh, don't do that.
Jesus Christ, there's nothing more solid than a bear.
Yeah, that's a big one.
He is a big one.
Yeah.
But
oversized hog. Like hitting an oversized hog.
But I was thinking, why would they be out when there's snow on the ground? Normally they hibernate.
No, they don't. They're not solid hibernators. When it warms up, they'll come out.
Yeah, well, that's not important. Sorry for snipping at you there, Gus.
Yeah.
Gus is like, what? Yeah, John went back in conversation a bit. I'm having show PTSD.
You haven't had very good luck the last couple of weeks.
Oh man, shit's been awful.
I know. Well, that's why I said I went on what was it? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, I went on Sunday. After I sent you the message, I was like, "The hell's going on?"
And there we go. Laurel says, I had a Firebird when they changed over to the new model in the early 80s. Yeah, I was in the 80s. I was going to buy a yeah, it had to have been a Firebird. They had a 4-door Firebird, didn't they? In the 80s, Laurel? I was going to get one because it looked good, but it was better insurance rates because it was a 4-door. But I didn't. I bought. I'm trying to think. That was either just before I bought my Cordoba, or it was after it blew up, and before I got my truck.
Huh.
I was looking at a Firebird. I was like, well, it's okay. I was in the military, so I could get finance for anything.
I had a Opal.
You had an Opal?
Opal.
Yeah.
Opal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Opal.
Yeah.
Opal. They were competing against. Were they competing against the? Escort, right? Were Opals competing against the Escort in that same market?
I don't know. There's.
Laura says, not to my knowledge. We had a 2-door fuel-injected 4-banger. It would. I thought that. It's a Firebird. What is it? Firebird? Firebird. What the hell? Let's see here. None of those are coming up. Yeah, there's a 4-cylinder coming up. Let's see here. Or was it a Sunfire? Oh, there we go. It's a Sunfire. Not a Firebird. It was a Sunfire.
That was a Plymouth, right?
Yeah. It's the same. It's a 4-door. It's a 4-door Firebird, but it's not a Firebird. It's a Sunfire. It was the family friendly. It's the same damn car. It's just a little bit longer and it's 4 doors.
The family friendly muscle car.
Yeah, well they did. They had them. What was the 4-door version of the GTO?
Yeah, but GTOs came out in 4-door.
Yeah, they did, and then they came out with 2 doors.
Yeah,
a lot of those cars came out 4-door first, and then they switched them down to a 2-door. GTO came 4-door. A lot of the Chevys, like the what's it? Chevy
Chevelle. 2-door and 4-door.
Yeah.
Chevelle's. My mother had a 4-door.
What's the it begins with a B? It's the 57 Chevys were
Bel Air.
Belvedere's.
Bel Airs.
There we go. Thank you. Bel Air had 2 and 4.
Right.
The Tradesman and is it 210? They call it a 210. Let's see here.
Well, it's like they used to have the Bel Air station wagon.
Yeah.
But they ended up, those were 4-door, but then they made what they called the Nomad, and that was a 2-door.
Yep. Yeah, and it was a 210. 210 looks damn near like a more plain the hell? I'm tired. The B word. The one you were just saying, Gus.
Bel Air.
Bel Air, thank you.
Gotta think of California, Bel Air.
Yeah, Bel Air. Yeah, the Fresh Prince.
Prince of Bel Air.
Yeah. Yeah, they had the Bel Air 150 and 210. Tradesman came, I believe, in a sedan and a station wagon. I believe the Tradesman did.
I don't think I've ever heard that one.
Yeah, let's see here. Is it the 210 Tradesman?
I don't know. They made all kinds of weird models back in the 70s and 80s.
Yeah.
Real weird.
Well, these what I'm thinking is there's back in this is between 55 and the early 60s.
Yeah.
Yeah, the 210 Tradesman.
Huh.
It's they had the Bel Air 56 Nomad.
Yeah.
And then the 56 210 Tradesman.
Huh.
Yeah, like and the cars themselves, again, the Bel Air was fancier, had more chrome.
Yep.
And the 210 and the 210 Tradesman were just the plain version, kind of like the almost was it the GTO versus the Le Mans. The Le Mans was the stripped down.
Yep.
Same car.
Yep. One had more chrome and a few other little things.
Yeah, you can get an engine upgrade. It came with a different carburetor and shit.
Yeah. I think the Bel Air had the little wings on the tail, on the rear fenders.
Yeah, it depends upon the year.
Yeah, the
Depends
chrome.
upon the year. Yeah.
I don't know. My brother had like 10 56s, and he had the Nomad. He had a 4-door. He had a couple of regular 2 and 4-door regular Bel Airs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. He had a shitload of them.
I'm just pulling up right here. They've had a 210 Handyman as well. So you'll like to see this. Not my colors, but
yeah, and those
there's
were
the Handyman.
Some of those were only 6 cylinders too.
Yeah.
Yeah. They didn't all come with a V8.
No. Well, hell, V8s back then didn't put out the power that they do now anyways. We got 4 cylinders that put out more power than some of the old V8s did.
Yeah. The only thing that I can tell you is the one engine that you could run it for a bazillion miles, and that was the Slant 6. Those things, you couldn't kill them. Those were a tough engine.
This one right here is a 210 Handyman, powered by a 355 cubic inch V8, which is funny. A 355 cubic V8 back then. I'll bet you he was only making 200, maybe just over 200 ponies, maybe. Because it used to be, it's like, oh, if you could get your car, I was making 300 horsepower. It used to be 300, used to be the number. 300 isn't the number now. Everybody gets 300. Now the number's 500. Used to be 400. Now it's 500 is the number. But again, these were also non-aspirated as well. So.
Right.
Non-aspirated, not fuel injected. We've come a long way. We talked about that. People bitching about cars now. It's like, you got to be kidding me. Stop it. Come on. Cars are awesome. Trucks.
Now they all look alike now.
Yeah,
sadly.
I popped the hood on the Explorer the other day because Sally's son and his wife, they've got an Explorer, and they, for some reason or other, their daughter wanted to see the engine, and they popped open the hood and looked in, and there was mice nests in there.
Oh, fun.
So they ended up going and taking it to the dealer, and the dealer, cleaned it all out and, all of that stuff. And Sally's like, well, I think we need to check here. And I said, well, I haven't seen any mouse signs in the garage. So I popped the hood open and I looked in there and I said, holy crap.
Yeah, I had years ago. When I was up north, I had kept the dog food in the garage, and the damn mouse had taken the dog food one piece at a time
Yeah.
and shoved it up in my uh, air intake in my car. It was funny. Couldn't figure out what the hell was going on for a while there until.
I think we had this discussion. We were talking about mice, and I brought up the fact that I have a friend that I used to work with, and it was a Toyota that he had, and it wasn't running right. So they took it down to the dealer, and it was still under, warranty and everything else. But the mice had gotten in and chewed all the wiring harness.
Oh, God.
And
that happened to my brother.
Yeah, well, his truck was only a year old, and they totaled it.
Yeah.
They totaled it.
Yeah.
Because it was going to be too expensive to replace everything.
Replace the harness, yeah.
Well, they had theirs too.
Yeah. And then my brother's truck, I drove it for a couple of years, and then I gave it back to him, and it sat over there in their yard, and they went out to go drive it, and it was skipping. So she took it, his wife took it into the garage, and when they opened it up, they ended up taking out like 9 live mouse babies, and then the mother and they done the same thing there. They chewed up a lot of the wiring. Well, the coating on car wiring, I don't know why they did this, but it's all plant-based.
Yeah.
It's not. And so, of course, it smells and tastes good to a mouse.
Yeah, right.
So,
yeah.
I thought that was kind of an asinine, thing.
In the wintertime, the cats, they would climb up.
Yeah.
I've killed more cats.
Yeah.
Getting caught in the fan.
Yeah. Looking for warmth.
Yeah. You come home and park, and they'd jump up in there, and then if you went to go somewhere, if you didn't open the hood and check under the hood for cats.
Laura says the wiring harness are the first things put on the something. I'm telling you, I got that little freaking thing that cuts off the words of the vehicle, so I have no idea what the hell on the.
It says the wiring harness are the first things to put on the shell.
Oh yeah.
Of the vehicle.
Of the vehicle.
Yeah, and then they box everything in around it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That makes sense.
That's why.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know they gave him some ridiculous. It was like a couple $1,000 just to freaking redo replace the harness on that blasted thing.
There's a 77 Cordoba.
Oh, there you go.
This one's a little beat up, and it has a T-top. Mine did not have a T-top on it. But that's
a Cutlass, isn't it?
No, that's a Cordoba.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. They called that a small luxury car. It's like, holy shit!
Oh, yeah, that thing had a
longer nose than a Tornado. Grand Prix was shorter.
The Monte Carlos were like that too.
Yeah, and the Monte Carlos were a good, probably 6 inches shorter.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. This was a beast. This was a beast. And this is a T-top. Mine wasn't. Mine was a solid, but it had the that vinyl top on the back, and it was green like this. Except, like I said, the paint's all tore the fuck up. I had not rims like this, but they were almost solid. And it had the holes around the outside edge. It looked almost like a truck, traditional truck tire, but it wasn't, or a truck rim. And I had wider back end. The front was damn near touching the ground. Not damn near. It was probably a good 3 to 4 inches lower. Back end was raked up. I had the torsion bars underneath. You know, it looks like skis. Looks like the yellow skis off the back axle. Boy, that was a boat. It's pretty quick. It didn't like to do the slaloms very well, but it was a pretty quick car for such a heavy car. So what was y'all's best, your favorite vehicles that you had? This wasn't my favorite. It was just memorable. My truck was my favorite. What was your favorite vehicle?
'67 Mustang.
I knew she was going to say
'67
that.
Mustang from Sally.
I think it was the Monte Carlo. It was 70. What was it? 75, something like that.
How about you, Laurel and Judy? Orion, if you're still there. Anybody else? Favorite vehicle? Mine was the 87 GMC stepside. It's my favorite. First year they came out with fuel injection for them. Last year, that body style, well, we figured out that was, they ran that, 78, 79 to 87?
Yeah.
The only difference is they ran a slightly different grill, but the body was the same, slightly different grill up until, about 81 or 82, something like that. But the body was the same. Best body of truck that they came out with ever. You know, Chevy, they knew what they were doing then. Orion says an E150. What's an E150?
E150. What the heck
What is an E150?
is that?
That's what I'm saying. Is that a Ford of some type? That E150, it's an Econoline. You're not talking about the Econoline.
Oh, Econoline.
Yes, that's the first comes up. Is no, going around to schools and hey, little girl, you want some candy? No. Sorry about that, Orion. Laurel says a '69 Mustang. Yeah, that's
There you go. Yeah.
69. The 69 Mustang has got to be the all-time, in my opinion, the all-time best for Mustang bodies.
Yeah, Sally's shaking her head no.
No. Well, what year was hers? You say 67?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's trying to think off the top of my head. That would be, was that an intermediate body year where they were starting to push the like the GT500 bodies? Try to figure out here, because in the mid to late '60s they did some switches. They weren't the really small ones. I don't think. You said 67?
Yeah.
Because for a couple years there they offered.
I didn't have the fastback.
Okay, yeah, so I was going to say, because one's a fastback. I'm looking at a fastback here. Let's pull it up for folks. There's the internet. Yeah, because like this one right here is like the 500R. This is almost like a This is a.
There you go.
GT500, and this is the Eleanor GT500, which never existed, but and see, this is the GT.
What they would consider the coupe, not the Eleanor.
Right, you had like this one here.
I can't see it because I'm not watching you.
Okay, she's not watching.
Yeah, we can't see.
Yeah, they're showing when it has a The coupe had a coupe. The GT500 was a fastback, and I believe the other one had the windshield came. It didn't slope down. It was at a little angle, but it didn't slope down like the fastback did. Correct? Excuse me, Sally. Sally. Yeah, this is a coupe. Yeah.
I had a roommate that had a 65, I think, Mustang.
So there you go. See, this is a fastback over here for the folks watching. It's the one in the back and the left. This is convertible, and this is the coupe. And you see it comes down here in the back like this. The back end line of the coupe was more like the back end line of the convertible when the top was up. Where the fastback was like the GT500 fastback. It comes down, slides back like this. Yeah, I'd say these are intermediate years. And then they jumped up for 69, jumped up to a bigger body. And before this, they had a slightly smaller body. And no, folks, we've talked about this before. Mustangs are not muscle cars. They're pony cars.
No.
A lot of cars that people think are muscle cars weren't. Trying to think of what the definition was. A muscle car had to be in a full-size sedan, I believe, with a big block engine, not a small block. Correct me if I'm wrong, folks.
That's what I kind of consider muscle cars, is the big full size.
Let's see, pony car versus. Everybody considered them the same, but they weren't. Yeah, pony cars, compact. They could have V6 or V8s. Muscle cars will always come with a V8.
Yeah, but
and a muscle car had to have been a full-size sedan with a big block V8, not a small block V8.
Yeah, it had to be like with a 427 or, engines of that caliber.
Right. So you're talking about like a GTO was a muscle car.
Right.
Right.
Some I'm trying to think of whether or not the Camaro. I think some Camaros I believe were muscle cars and some were pony cars.
They never had any. I don't think that they ever had a big block and a.
They don't think they had, so they would have been a pony car as well. But everybody thinks of them as a muscle car. And you get
there wasn't enough engine room, room to put a big block in.
Right, like the Dusters were pony cars.
Right.
I think was the Super Bee. The
Super Bee was a big block.
Had to be a big block, so they were a muscle car.
383 big block.
And as we all know, whether it was a pony car or muscle car did not determine which was the fastest. It's just some were fast, some were not fast. And in fact, most of the muscle cars and even pony cars of the days, they were nowhere near what people think that they were. They'd be considered pigs nowadays. But they were fast for the time. What was that, Don?
Orion says in high school he drove a Studebaker.
A Studebaker.
Wow. Yeah. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Shoebox. Drive a shoebox, Ford shoebox.
Yeah.
Studebaker put out a lot of cars.
They did. And
because there's a guy that worked at one of our factories here, old guy, and he collected Studebakers.
Studebakers were ahead of their time.
Yeah, they were.
He still has not gotten back to us about the E150.
Yeah. What make was that?
What are you talking? Are you talking about the? Yeah, it's the only thing that keeps coming up on me for the E150 is It's the
Yeah,
Econoline cargo van.
Yeah.
Now, vans used to be popular. Now, Chevy
They
has
did.
Get in my Chevy van.
I just saw one today. I have a friend of mine who rebuilds them, and he's selling one that he just got done. It's a '66 Chevy van, kind of like the Scooby-Doo van,
Mm-hmm.
and he's asking 16 grand for it. That thing there, I bet you it's sold brand new.
For 2,000.
Yeah, I don't even think it was. I was going to say like 1,800.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
But they're not.
Yeah,
very
the
common.
it says the no, that's not right.
I've always wanted a boat like a 1953 Cadillac, with the great big huge bumpers.
Oh, it was.
Riviera.
Yeah, the Scooby-Doo van was an E100 Econoline.
Yep.
So he might have wanted an E150. What year was that, Orion? The E150. But yeah, that was the. What was the? Grape Ape had a van too. That was a.
Weren't the Chevys the C10 vans or something like that? Oh.
Yeah. Well, yeah, the Econolines were those
Those
Fords?
Orion says, the Econolines were Fords.
Yeah.
Orion says a 74.
Huh.
So yeah, it could have been the van. What is the Grape Apes?
God,
It looks
honestly,
like a Dodge. The front ends look like a Dodge. The headlights.
It could be. I don't know.
See the Grape Ape van here.
That's funny.
Oh, you remember that show, right?
You.
He used to ride on the top of the van.
Yep. Great beat.
Yeah, this isn't giving me the because the one on the cartoon was kind of almost looks like a. Yeah. It's cross between a Dodge and a damn VW, and that ain't right. And then the who's another one that had a van. Well, the A-Team had a van. That was a Chevy, wasn't it?
I don't know.
I think that was a Chevy. Or is it GMC? GMC. That's close enough. It's the same thing. Just the trims are different. Yeah, that was a GMC Ventura van.
Huh.
They had the wind spoiler on the back.
Yeah.
What other van did they have out there? Yeah. Let's try to get the 74 for Orion. 74 E150. Come on, get in there. 74 E150. Oh, yeah, see, that's... Pull this up for folks. What color was it there, Orion?
He just liked it because he could put the...
Oh, look at that hot box. Oh, that's sweet.
The
Now
mattress in the back. Yeah.
Oh, man, you could...
Yeah.
Look at this damn thing.
We got your number now.
well,
we
of
got
course.
you figured out.
Look at that. Boy, you could pick up some chicks in that van right there.
There you go. Hot box.
My God. Yeah. Yeah, these are aftermarket fender flares on it because they put bigger tires on it. Light blue, no windows. Yeah, this one, the hot box doesn't have any windows up on it.
Yeah.
Well, you're probably looking at it right there. Let's see if we can find a no window light blue. See if we can find. Remember when these were popular? They put the round windows in the back.
Yeah.
Mhm. Little opera windows.
Yeah, on the sides.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. Well, here's a light blue. Oh, this has got a little push bar on it. Brush guard. Oh, here we go. Found it. Light blue. Oh, I was hoping it was a bigger picture. Looked like that there. Okay, he had the opera windows. Yeah, this doesn't have the opera windows, but here's a light blue. Tell me if that isn't about right there, Orion. You probably didn't have tires quite this wide. See, you can tell that when people modded them later, they put a little bit fatter tires on them. Fatter tires.
Yep,
Yeah,
they
you
had.
had-
Yeah, the opera windows were. He said, "That's it." Yeah, see, that's right. Found it for you. Yeah, there were enough where if you needed to look out, you could, and they were usually pretty tinted. So if you got up close to them from the inside, you could look out, but people couldn't scout in very easy. I have no idea why you would want a van like that, though.
Told you.
Yeah, told you. Put a mattress in it.
Yeah, shh, no. Oh, get the shag carpet and the.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, you could put a.
you could put a queen size in that.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe, but I don't know. You could definitely put a full in there.
The van's rocking. Don't come knocking.
There you go.
But I missed the what? Orion says, but you missed the. What I missed?
You told them that you got purpose listed.
Oh, I missed the Studebaker. Yeah, we talked about the Studebaker. Now, what year was that?
$50-something.
What year was the Studebaker, Orion? We'll pull it up for you. What year and what color? 64.
Studebaker had the push button transmission.
We had a
Here's a
Plymouth
bunch of
Fury
students.
that had the push button transmission.
What color there, Orion? Studebaker station wagon.
That's why I said they were way ahead of their time.
Oh God, yeah, they were. They kind of modeled them like back in the 50s, early 50s. They were modeled like the, oh come on, what was that car? There's only about 4 of them left, and they're still running. Had the one headlight in the middle. Come on.
Oh yeah, you're talking about the oh God, now you're gonna.
Yeah, yeah. He had one of those too. What was that? Oh, it was named after a guy. There was this one guy.
Yep.
And it was.
It wasn't the Tucker. That's something.
Yeah, the
different.
Tucker. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah,
of.
Tucker had the center. Let's see, there it is right there, the center. And then there was another one. God, who made the one where they? Because I don't think the Tucker did that.
No.
The one where the headlights actually moved with the steering wheel.
Yeah, yeah. What was that?
God. Which nowadays the cars are doing that. Now you can get there. It's called adaptive headlights, but this was way before its time. Did the Tucker have it? This one comes up with a Tucker, but I don't think it was the Tucker that we're talking about. Not important. They had a couple good cars back in that same era. They were trying new things.
Yeah, and people thought they were crazy. I can't. We've talked about this one too before. I went to the actual factory out in Indiana, and they.
Oh yeah.
I can't think of the name of it.
Boy, that's wild. I just was
Is
looking
it
that up.
The
There was a 1946 Tucker Torpedo Prototype 2. Really weird.
Auburn.
Yep.
The Auburn.
There was several of those cars, like the Tucker, the Auburn. God, I can't think of some of the other ones, but they were way ahead of their time. The engineers come up with all these new innovative things, and people they didn't want them. If that was today, oh God, everybody would be all over.
A car that reminds me of the Auburn is the Duesenberg. Yes, the Duesenberg.
Yeah, the Deuce.
From the 35. The SJ Roadster. I had a model kit of that when I was a kid, and I just fell in love with that car. Let me pull that up. That was a classy ass car.
In that museum that I went to, the Auburn Museum, they had, I don't know, there was probably 8 or 10 Auburns, and then they had like 8 or 10 Duesenbergs.
Mm-hmm.
Those cars were beautiful cars.
Oh, yeah, that's back when they'd send their cars to a coachwork to get the bodies and everything done. But yeah, the Auburn looks damn near like the Duesenberg. Same. Yeah. The Auburn was a little sleeker, and of course it had the boat tail in the back.
Right.
But yeah, absolutely gorgeous cars. Yeah.
Yeah, that was back when they actually built the car.
Yeah, and you could just, again, we were talking about this about other cars. You just take a glance and you knew what it was.
Right. There was no mistake in it.
Nowadays, they're starting to, the front ends are a little bit different. You could tell Chevys from Fords, from Dodges by the wheel arches now, especially on the trucks. A lot of the cars, though, the cars are so cookie cutter.
Yeah.
Now, some of them have tried to go back a little bit, back to the old style we remember.
I think they're trying to hit the market. The older folks that maybe have a little bit more expendable income now, hopefully.
Yeah.
Or the people that are searching for nostalgia.
Yeah.
I still say if they brought the Trans Am back, it'd sell. Because you can get a what's it, Chevy? The fuck is it? God, it's tired. Camaro. You can get a Camaro with a Trans Am body kit.
Yeah, they look pretty good. They
do.
Thunderbirds went like for a while there. They tried to go back to the 57.
Yeah. T-Birds they were a beautiful car. I don't know. I had a 76 Trans Am. It had a 400 big block in it. And it had the eagle on the front, or the bird, not the eagle, but the phoenix. And I love that.
Yeah, here we go. Got these pictures right here. This is the This is the body kit. I think it looks better than the Camaro. This looks. I'm sorry. It's.
Yeah,
This looks better than the Camaro.
Yeah.
And it's the new ass end. They put the T-top on it. Got a new front end and fascia. That looks better than the Camaro.
Yeah.
You talking the new Camaros or the old Camaros?
No, the new Camaro. No,
The new
You should,
Camaros,
if you could see it, you'd see this is a new Camaro body, but with they've switched out. They've got some aerodynamic work on the body, and they've got a new back end, new front end. Aero kits.
Noob is here.
Hey, Noob, welcome back. It's 4 in Germany. Yeah,
Oh
it's
God,
pretty
four.
early for you. Pretty early. Boy, you missed all sorts of conversation about cars and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, yeah, this looks this.
Yeah, I could live with that.
Yeah, that Trans Am is so much nicer than the other one. And I hate what Chevy did, where they took it was the last generation of their Corvettes. The back ends of the Corvette and the Camaro were damn near the same back end.
Yeah, the new vets, they are nice looking.
Yeah, well, they went to their new Vets
totally
are a
different than anything on the
mid-engine
road.
car. Yeah, it's a totally different
Yeah.
design. But yeah, this is so much nicer. So much nicer. Noob says no problem. We Germans talk about cars way too much anyways. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're masters at it, so.
They make some good cars. They make some good cars.
Or they were in the past anyway.
But I tell you, they still loved every time I was stationed there. I was stationed there twice. They loved an American car, just because it's just so different. Get a big American car or a truck over there. It's like you don't see them. Just don't brag about. Remember, I said the NCO was bragging about his vet, and he brought it over, and it's a fucking Chevette. It's like it's vet. No,
Yeah, right.
it's Chevette. It's not a vet. If it's not a Corvette, it's not a vet. Fucker.
Yeah, there's a couple of the new Corvettes around here.
Yeah, they're sleek. Some
Yeah,
of the
they're
best
definitely
bang
distinct.
for your buck when it comes to high performance cars. To be honest, Dodge Rams are nice. Yes. Yeah. Trying to think. Yeah, because you can get a new Corvette, and it's what under 110? It'd be under 110,000 top line. And they're competing handling and speed and everything that with cars that are, $200,000. Best bang for the buck. My dream car is still my Aston Martin though. I'd like to get an Aston. Vanquish S, 2018. It's like, I don't get specific there. Yeah, no. Vanquish S. The last year of the non-aspirated V12 for Aston. They had the V12 in the newer ones, but they all came turbocharged. But the 2018 was the last year for the non-aspirated V12. And that's still the S still got you over 200 miles an hour. So it was still supercar, supercar.
When you were stationed over in Germany, did you ever go on the Autobahn?
I did. I did. Yep.
Oh God, yeah.
135. You're gonna go. That's the next question. How fast? 135. Was it? That's plenty fast. That's plenty fast. God, what was our car? Drove a.
Probably a Mercedes.
No.
No.
My sister's got a Mercedes Commander with a K.
Yeah, I think it was an Oldsmobile. Yeah, an Oldsmobile, something or other.
Really?
Full size sedan.
Huh.
Yeah. 135. That's fast enough. Most cars, honestly, you get even close to 100, most cars will start floating on you. You'll feel it. You'll feel it.
Yeah, my brother
yeah.
had his Challenger. When he first got it, he took it out on the highway. 160 he got it up to.
Noob says for us it's pretty much either a Mercedes or BMW for dispute. Got the Mercedes faction and the BMW faction. Yeah, I can see that. Not Volkswagen. Not the people's car. Not the people's car. I love me a Volkswagen, though. Love me a Volkswagen. Love me a Volkswagen van. There's just something about driving an old Volkswagen van. They're just,
really.
They don't have a lot of power. You're not going to drag with them. There's something, there is a smoothness. And then how far the shift lever has to go to shift them. It's just a different driving experience. It says, Volkswagen is for what we call a family car. Yeah, I'm a family man. A family man. But yeah, love driving me a Volkswagen van, an old Volkswagen van. We got
one around here.
There's just something about it. The sound, the smoothness. Well, they sound just like the Beatles, but Beatles drive different. Beatles are like driving a go-kart. They're fun, but there's something about a van.
Yeah.
Sitting up high. Little pickup trucks are fun too. Volkswagen pickup trucks are fun. The zippy little cars, good for the city. Good for the city. So, Noob, you came in late, but what is your favorite car? Has to be a car you have had, but you're young, so I don't know. Laurel says, my son blew a Challenger off the highway with his Volvo S90.
Oh, there you go,
the
S90.
Guy did challenge him and lost. Yeah. There's a lot of cars, they'll move, especially on the roll. A lot of cars, once you get them rolling, they'll move. God, I can't remember the car I had in Germany. It was a sedan. Had a TV antenna on the back, too, by the way. You know, the boomerangs? Yeah. It was a nice car. It moved.
Oh, he's driving a Land Rover.
Oh, Land Rover? And his dream car would be the Audi e-tron.
e-tron. GT. Got to look that one up.
Audi e-tron GT. Let's see this. Audi. Holy shit, is that a four-door?
Well, I see them. I looked it up. They got both.
They got both. See, that's a lot. The ones that are pulling up here, they're all four doors on here, but it wouldn't surprise me that they don't have both.
Some of them are and some of them aren't.
Oh shit, was it the Cadillac Blackwing? It's a four-door. Here we go. I think this is the fastest four-door out there right now. Definitely fastest American four-door out there is the Cadillac Blackwing. The CTS-V was it before? Was it they had the fastest Nuremberg lap? Yeah, the Audi, it's a nice looking little car.
Yeah, those Audis are nice.
It almost looks like the you take, this is the Audi, here's up in there. You take that and you take some sandpaper, you took the Cadillac Blackwing and you sanded off all the edges. you get the Audi. Yeah, most cars nowadays, especially if it's any kind of car, you know what I mean, not the base models, they're better than the driver. I'm just getting older, so the lower the car, the less attractive it is to me. Let's see if I can pull up that 2018. Oh. 2000 is with this. There we go. 18. Vanquish S. There we go. That right there has got to be one of the sexiest cars ever. Designed. Noob says he'd also rock the Alfa Romeos, but they're super expensive. Yeah. Hey, but if you're going to dream. But yeah, look at that.
There you go.
Look at that. Look at that Aston Martin. That's a 2018 Aston Martin Vanquish S. You cannot get sexier lines than that on a car. It's from the back. Let's go with the Volante. Volante is their drop top. And their drop top is, that's sexy too. I mean, look at that. That is one sexy car. Oh my God, there's with the top up. This one right here, I think this one's still for sale. This blue one here with a blue rag top on it. Excellent. CPO near Denver. I think that's still for sale. It's from, I think, Tactical Motorsports or some crap like that is selling that car. It's absolutely beautiful. Auto Market.
I'm just not a big fan of the Mercedes and BMWs and all of them because they're so expensive to repair.
They are. Yeah.
Exactly.
Look up the Tofas.
They're expensive
Sharon,
to maintain, just to get an oil change on
Tofas. Yeah, Audi's the same way. Very expensive. Tofas Sheehan.
Yeah, I like the front end of the Aston Martin better than I do like the Alfa Romeos. Yeah,
there's and Aston Martins have a 3:1 ratio, which is like the golden ratio, which is why they just look perfect. I mean, the Ferraris and stuff like that, you have good models and bad models, and Aston doesn't make a bad.
What is a Tofas Seren?
It looks like a Hungarian Ford Escort from the 80s. And he's laughing. Hey, it'll get you from point A to point B. It's bigger than a Yugo.
Wow. Yugo. I haven't heard that in a long
Yeah.
time.
Oh,
boy.
there you go. Yeah,
They were
you
selling
go.
them for, you could like get 2 for $50.
Yeah.
Well, that's a boxy looking thing.
Yeah, this one right here. Yeah, it looks like a Hungarian Ford Escort or something. Laurel says, yeah, the Volvo is ridiculously expensive to maintain. Oil changes
Yeah.
between
I bet.
at the dealership is $200. Yeah. One of my daughters, her first car was a Volvo. Electrical system just, man, it just pains in the ass. So she didn't
Yeah.
keep that very long.
My sister used to like her Volvos, but she had electrical issues just like that.
Yeah, I mean, if you got one that didn't have any problems, people love them. But you get one that starts to have electrical glitches, and
Yeah.
it's just a pain in the ass. Well, I always joke too that no matter what car I have, and no matter what brand it is, because they'll usually have like 2 or 3 different variants of it. Whichever one I have is the one that has the most expensive parts. That's just the way it works. Noob says that's what the Turkish people in villages drive. Right, I was right. I said Hungarian. That's about right. Who makes that? Yeah, it's from Turkey. Yeah, close enough. Same style. Same style. Yeah. The Slovakias, Hungarians, Bulgarians.
I always
Turkins.
associated those cars with the terrorist cars.
The terrorist cars.
I just,
You get in the Middle East and it's got to be like a Toyota pickup truck and shit. You know?
Should have one of those stickers in the back window that says "bomb on board."
Oh.
yeah.
I'd say this almost reminds me of the cars that you'd see driving around Berlin, Soviet Berlin, East Berlin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you calling those Berliners terrorists? No, but I get what you're saying. You know, you just, yeah.
Well, it's what they used in all the movies. You always saw them, like Chuck Norris movies and shit like that. He was over there and
Yeah, no,
Like
you have to have,
Rabbit-
you got to cross the border and you got to do all sorts of shit. Yeah. Noob says the TOFAs have never been approved in Germany because it never passed our TUV. I'd imagine most of those. Yeah.
If you have an accident and a health syringe, you're 100% die.
Yeah. Well. Hey, it is what it is.
uh,
It is what it is. So that's your dream car? That's what you're telling us, Noob? That's the car. You put a big wing on the back, get Mom's ironing board, and put it up on 2x4s.
yeah, there you go.
Oh, let's
Spoiler.
see here. See if they got any modified. Ah, see, here we go. Look at that. Yeehaw. Yeah, you get a pimping there. Boy, you're just pimping in that car. I'll tell you, you can modify damn near anything. Oh, there you go. There's a purple one for you. Look at that. Yeah, see, that one's got a spoiler on the back, almost like a gay Batman spoiler right there. Let's get this bigger. Let's see if it's going to get bigger. No, it didn't get bigger.
Batman.
Batman. It's like, yeah. Disco Batman.
Boy.
Oh, yeah. He said, seen people in Turkey sitting in the cars getting pulled by donkeys. Yeah. Well, yeah. See, you go, Well, how much horsepower you got there? I got 2 fucking donkeys, bitch.
How much fast power?
Hey, slow down. You want to go faster? He's got a carrot on a really long pole. Oh my goodness!
Oh God, that's quite the car.
Wow. No, that's good. Oh, they got a. Is that the same one? No, but it's a station wagon-ish, but it's got a different model number. My goodness.
Yeah, they're the Amish of the Middle East.
The Amish of the Middle East with their donkeys pulling their tricked out purple
Yeah.
tofas. Oh my
that's funny.
goodness. Oh, here's one super modified right there. Ooh, yeah. Picking up the chicks. No, that's kind of pink, so maybe the chicks are picking up the guys.
Yeah.
I don't know. They allow chicks to drive in Turkey?
Well, so.
I think they've now allowed them in Saudi Arabia. They can drive.
Yeah, I think they can drive now.
Yep, that's what I heard. Heard they can drive in the Saudi of Arabia.
As long as they got a mask on.
Yeah.
Burqa. The word is burqa.
According to world statistics, Saudi Arabia's traffic accidents just went up 7,000%.
Yeah.
I'm going to get all sorts of hate mail and, oh my God, did you hear what John was saying? Saying women can't drive. Women can drive.
Sally just said they had the burqa up too high.
Yeah, the burqa too high. That's right. You need to pull that shit down.
Yeah.
In all the old movies, all the mafias drive. Man, I'm not even going to say Seihan Tofas. It's funny to see how they are doing
Well, they got,
car chases with the
suicide
Tofas.
doors, or
Who does? Who does what? The Tofas?
yeah.
No, that looks like it got the right way. No, these all have their. No, these are all got.
Oh well, what do you call those doors? Like the Dolarian, the
The
The gull wings.
yeah.
Yeah, these got normal doors. None of these have gold. Suicide doors open up backwards,
Oh, okay.
so that
Yeah.
if you had to jump out, you couldn't. It would catch you.
don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Yeah.
Suicide doors.
In those, it did it every time.
Yeah. Don't play chicken with a car with suicide doors. You can't roll out.
Especially sitting in the back seat.
Oh God, you got me. Yeah, don't be playing chicken with anybody in the back seat. What are you, crazy? Oh my goodness, these cars. Yeah, it's just a Fox body Mustang. Not my favorite Mustangs. They look like escorts just trying to puff up on you. I mean, they were fast, but they were just too boxy. Oh, but what you need to do is you get a Fox body Mustang and bring it over to Turkey and race one of those Tofas.
Yeah.
You familiar with that?
Just make sure you got one more ass than they do, and you're all set.
Yeah. I just put some pictures up there for you. Noob. The last time Turkey really was Islamic was during the Ottoman Empire. Since
Good God, that was a long
1920s
time ago.
was as secular as the states of Germany. Yeah, it's still more.
Yeah, I think it's one of the more
It's still more Islamic than some of the other countries. But
more
yeah,
like
it's
Israel
not.
is. Israel is real.
Israel is not Islamic.
No. That's why I say Turkey is more like Israel is.
Oh my goodness. There's some Fox bodies for you there, noob. Right, some of them look okay. They just look too escorty to me.
I don't think they got much of a choice.
Who?
them way they build the cars over there. They probably got one, one stamp when they.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Over in those like the Slovakias and the Turkey and stuff. No, they got. Hey, did you see the Taliban's coming out with their own car? They got a supercar.
Oh God.
Yeah,
Taliban
what is it?
supercar.
A Humvee?
No, it's a supercar. I just pulled up pictures of it. Taliban's first supercar. I don't know what fucking road they're going to drive on. Yeah, we did a good part of a show about the Taliban supercar, and we were talking about it should have been a truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of looks like a Batmobile. Not a bad looking car. Generic
It's called a
supercar.
Mata 9, Mata. Actually, nice looking car.
Yeah, Mazda 9. It's a Toyota. That's what it is. Uses a Toyota Corolla engine.
I had one of them.
Toyota Corolla?
Yeah.
Toyota makes some reliable vehicles.
Yeah.
I've still got mine.
Toyota Corolla, 1972.
Well, mine's a Highlander. I've got a Highlander.
How'd the commercial go?
2003 Highlander.
Was it? It's a Toyota or something like that, and they jump up and they're
a sharp looking car.
feet went up in the air. They jump. What is that old Toyota commercial?
Oh, yeah. I know. What
Yeah, see, and here's what a feeling, Toyota.
Oh, Toyota, yeah.
Yeah, oh, what a feeling. And they jump up in the air. See, there you go. There's a still shot of it. Oh, what a feeling, Toyota. Their land is in ruins. It is, but hey, it's welcome to Afghanistan. And what was it? There's a motorcycle. You always meet the nicest people on a Yamaha? What was it? Suzuki?
No, it wasn't Suzuki, was it?
Sakazuki?
You always meet the nicest people on a Honda.
On
a Honda. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. You meet the nicest people on a Honda. That's what we thought. So we thought that Fonzie's motorcycle was, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Wasn't a Harley.
It was not a Harley. No. I think they started him with a Sportster, and it was just too big for him. Couldn't walk it around.
Oh, I see
Noob.
that.
Noob says, how's the Taliban producing cars? Their land is in ruins. Well, they sold the armament that we left there.
Yeah, right. They sold the helicopters. Come on, don't get into details there, noob.
Hamas has all the armament now.
Do you know that some of that has actually came across the southern border? They've actually...
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty...
That's wild, isn't it?
That was predictable.
It is.
Predictable.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, look, if you're going to leave shit, blow it in place or something. Don't just leave it as is.
Yeah, well.
But we do that shit all the time, except for usually we blow it in place. But the U.S., we go everywhere, and then instead of shipping our shit back, they just destroy it there.
Yeah.
And it's like,
well, hell, they
damn.
didn't even do that. They did.
No,
some
they
of
just
it.
fucking left it.
Yeah.
There you go. Hey, you want a helicopter? Stop. Boy, that was a clusterfuck. You know, anybody with they did everything backwards. They did it backwards. It's like,
Yeah,
no, the last thing you did should have been the first thing you did. The first thing you did should have been the
consider
last
the
thing you did.
source there.
Oh, man, that was
Yeah.
oh. Noob says that's why he left all the stuff there. Blow it in place. Blow it in place. Oh, there's a shit ton of U.S. equipment across the Middle East from the Desert Storm and Operation fucking Fuckwad Shield, and it was like trying to think, it had like three different operational names.
Well,
yeah.
At least when we pulled out in World War II, we got halfway across the ocean and then just dumped them off.
Yeah, make good reefs. Make good reefs.
Yeah.
Oh, crazy. Holy shit.
Well, I got to early tomorrow.
It's almost 10:30.
Oh, good Lord. Don't
again,
have fun.
I'd like to apologize to you again, Gus, for snapping at you.
Boy, I tell you, last Sunday was bad. I tried to get on.
No,
and
it was
I
terrible.
couldn't.
My system crashed.
Yeah,
And crashed
I
and
tried to get
froze
back
and-
on, and the chat wouldn't come up, so I couldn't say anything.
Yeah,
And then I tried to zoom in, and I couldn't get an answer, so I gave it up.
Yeah, well, tonight's been smooth, so I
Yeah,
think
it's been cool.
it's all. Some of the issue last week was YouTube was fucking up.
Yeah.
And then I think then I started getting, where your system starts to do updates and it doesn't get them totally updated
yeah.
and shit. I think that was the problem. So Noob says I need to head out soon too. You need to go to work at 8. Well, you have a good day at work
Yeah.
there.
Good night, everybody.
And I'm gonna close it down. Again, anybody who would like to help support any of the content around, there's links in the description. I don't know if I can take any more money though, because my payment from Facebook this last month was just, man, it was like winning the lottery.
I know. I saw that. Holy shit.
It was like, yeah. Who the hell was it? Somebody said, I don't know if it was Laurel or Judy, said, yeah, they forgot a few zeros on that. Yeah, I could deal with about 6 more zeros on there. 140. You've got to be kidding me. That's a slap in the face. It puts you on the program, and then this is what you get paid for because they're throttling you so much. It's like, oh my God. It's like, there's no way.
It cost them more to send it to you.
Well, they didn't. It's all electronic now.
I know, but it still cost them more for the banking fees and that. Christ, it was, I don't know.
Yeah, it depends upon how they're set up. I get everything sent to me, so it's
yeah.
It's not funneling. This isn't funneling through any third party, so they just do a bank transfer. So I have no idea what they're getting. But yeah, it's crazy. And even the stars for a year, it's 12 and change. A year, it's like, wow, holy shit! The Whiskey Cowboys rolling in money. My goodness.
They'll pay for your Dulcimer.
Yeah. Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No, that's going to be, I'm trying to think. That's probably going to be somewhere between 3 and 4.
Yeah.
Grand. Wish it was 300 and 400. No, about 3 and 4 grand. But, it is what it is, and there's not going to be too many people out there as nice. Totally custom job for me. So
That's good though.
Yeah. It's an investment. It's nice. And
hey.
It is what it is.
Yeah.
But,
Sally bought me an early Christmas present and she bought it and then she gave it to me early, but she bought me one of the game cams that's cell phone.
oh, okay. Yeah.
And I put it out already. Oh boy, the amount of wildlife that is out in our backyard is kind of incredible. It's like,
did your neighbor
crap.
stop by yet?
Huh?
Did your neighbor stop by yet?
No, he didn't. No.
See whether or not you can catch him on your cam.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
And
Hey, you're going to have a lot of fun.
Huh?
You're going to have a lot of fun with that.
Yeah, honestly, we are. We already are. I got, I don't know, at least a dozen videos, and it's only been up for a day and a half.
Is battery operated?
Yeah, but I got a solar panel out there, so
Oh, awesome. Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. It takes a picture, takes the videos, and sends me sends them right to my cell phone, and
Mm-hmm.
I can watch them right off the bat. So
Oh, I need one of them for the gals.
you could
Put it looking down inside, put it in their coop area so that we can see whether or not they laid.
Oh, what you should do is get just get a regular like Wise cam. Look up Wise.
Right, but you get them with a solar
Oh, yeah, they're battery powered, but they'll last. Like we've got a couple of those set up, and they'll last. I don't know. They'll last maybe 2 months.
They do okay in the cold.
Yeah,
yeah, because it would save us to have to, because they're in the. When are they going to lay? We know roughly when they're going to lay, but in the summertime it's not that bad. But in the wintertime, you don't want it out there for hours because they're not broody, so they lay and they get the hell off.
Yeah,
so you don't want frozen eggs out there.
Yeah,
but it's like, damn, yeah. John's asking for. Hey, if folks would like to send me one of those, there's an address in the in the description of the show. It's like I'm about tapped out for funds now.
Yeah.
Keep telling the missus, hey, you need to pick out some blouses and stuff for Christmas. She's like, man. Yeah. So no, you do it or I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm fine for Christmas for me. She got me the jacket.
Well, I got her a heated vest.
Oh, those are awesome. Oh,
yeah.
Those are awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I already get it for her.
Yeah, well, like we get stuff when we have the funds and when we need it. So Christmas time is like, what do you need? We don't save up. You know what I mean? We don't.
No.
If you need it, why? You need it in October. Why wait till December?
Right.
Just get it, and then just have a nice, quiet Christmas. We've been doing stocking stuffers for quite a few years. Those are the best. You don't worry about the gifts per se, but if it fits in the stocking, put it in the stocking.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. We usually get candy for the kids and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Stuff. Oh God, we got yakking again. What do you got going on tomorrow?
I've got a guy coming over with a forestry mulcher, and he's gonna clear almost an acre for me.
Is that on a boom or is that on the ground? Are you doing a ground or a boom operated?
It's actually on a bulldozer.
Okay.
So they'll go right in and
so on the front, and they do the same thing. They can put them on like a skid steer and shit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. The ones that are on the big arms, those are neat too, but those are usually a little bit smaller.
Yeah.
Because they need to be able to move up and down. But yeah, cool.
I think he can do up to almost a foot. So.
Oh, you're talking about diameter of the tree.
Diameter of trees, yeah. So.
So you clearing out some acreage?
Yeah, we're going to do a little. That's between us. The little patch of woods that's between us. We want to get rid of all that and stuff. So. Yeah, I'm tired of looking at it.
Yeah.
I just happened to see him last week. He was doing one of the houses that they just built, and I was like, "Oh wow!" And I stopped him and I was asking him about it. And I was going to do this next summer with my tractor. Just, go get in there and pull them all out.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, "Oh, I'll come in." He goes, "I'll give you a good deal." He goes, we're off season rates, so I'll give you a good deal. And he told me the price, and I was like, huh.
Hey, work versus no work. It's money.
Well, he can do what I would have done, would have taken me probably maybe a week and a half or 2 weeks. He'll do that in less than 4 hours.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and it's just all mulch, so you don't have to worry about it. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Good beans. Take it right to the ground.
Yep. Yeah. So it'll be. I'm excited about it.
Oh, good.
So
I want more trees because I know they piss off my neighbors.
yeah,
They don't like leaves all fall. I just giggle like a schoolgirl. It's like, yeah, I know you
Yeah.
don't like leaves. I know I'm evil. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but all of my neighbors, it's really funny because the neighbors across the street, they have some oak trees and whatnot, and then my neighbor that's next to me, and you know where they blow? On my property.
Yeah.
It's like, so I get everybody else, they don't have to hardly do anything.
Well, lucky them. Me, I don't care. I don't mind leaves as long as they're not coming in the house. So I know it bothers other people. That's fine. It's fine. But you got a lot more property than I do, and you got more toys.
Yeah, it doesn't really bother me. It's just the fact that it's like a blanket that gets on there, and you could mow it and mow it and mow it, and it doesn't get rid of it. I can't. My mower is not a mulching mower, so it doesn't chew it up enough. So
yeah,
it's a pain in the ass.
Oh, I'm sorry, Gus.
Yeah, well,
did I sound sincere enough on that one?
Yeah,
Gus, I'm sorry. So sorry for you. Those fucking leaves. I'll take care of it. I got something that'll take care of those leaves.
Lighter.
Yeah, the missus got me a nice toy. It'll burn that stuff up pretty good.
Yeah. Walk around and let it burn.
And that's carbon. It's good for the soil. Okay, we need to shut this down. We've been yakking again. And thank you all for showing up. It was a pretty good show, except for my short-temperedness earlier. Again, I apologize. Apologize to Mr. Gus as well as everybody else. That's unacceptable. You need to stop that. We're all entitled.
That's right.
See you again Sunday. Hopefully I'll have some more videos up before then. But, yeah, I've been playing around. But, yeah. See you online on Facebook. Stop by my Facebook page and take a look. See what's up. Comment, like. Same with here. Comment, like, subscribe. Check out my other channel, The Whiskey Cowboy Life. That has all my chickens and all that other crap in it. And, well, I'm going to call it a night. God bless. And take care.
Good night.